thank you very much for your time, of course. And we are very happy to have Slayer here in Argentina.
Cool.
So, how long have you been here? When did you arrive?
I just got here about an hour ago.
No, but to the country, I say.
Yeah, I arrived about an hour ago. I stayed in Chile. Everybody got here yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I stayed in Chile and I got in here this morning.
Do you want to stay more time in Chile?
Yeah.
How do you feel about going back to?
That's where I was born.
No, yeah, but you went away when you were a very small child. So
yeah, I was 5 years old.
How do you feel coming back to South America and Chile?
Awesome. It's always exciting to come here. Everybody's happy to see you here. Yeah, because we rarely come here, so everybody is excited to see you. You know what I mean? It feels like it's a warm welcoming every time.
Do you stay in touch with the South American culture stuff after leaving, or you're just?
You know, I was born here. My closest tie to the South American culture is my family. My mother. Well, now my mother. My father passed away, but my mother. You know, and that's our language. You know, when I talk to my mother, I talk to her in Spanish. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So why don't you make interviews in Spanish then?
Because I feel uncomfortable because my Spanish is not that great. So, but I mean, I can talk to my mother and she'll know what I'm saying, even though I say all the wrong words.
No, and also I guess it's important to her to know that her son speaks.
Yeah, you know, and she speaks English. You know, she actually speaks it pretty well. But you know, whenever I speak to her, it's all in Spanish. And then you know, there are times where words I can't think of, I'll say them in English.
Okay.
And I'll ask her, how do you say that? And then that reinforces my learning. So, but yeah, you know, I mean, I guess Chileans are very proud. So they're always into singing the national anthem and carrying their flag. You know what I mean? So and that's a part of me.
I guess they were really happy that you used the Chilean T-shirt in the Big Four.
Oh yeah, they were really thrilled. Yeah, you know what I mean, and I like doing that because that's part of me. I'm Chilean. I want the whole world to know that. You know what I mean?
And man, let's talk about the most important thing here. You were giving the keys of the city in Viña del Mar. How do you feel?
Yeah, they gave me a coin. I guess at the last minute they changed their mind. They didn't want me to have the keys to the city.
No keys.
Oh, we can't give them the keys.
Yeah, I heard you said in an interview that they would change the locks afterwards.
Once they gave me the key, then they were just going to change the locks. Yeah, no, they gave me a plaque, which is actually really cool.
You have the picture there?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, they gave me these were the people that presented it to me. You know, yeah, they presented it to me. And these are the kids that they had from the city that they invited, but that's the plaque right there.
It's kind of weird, you know, because one thinks of Slayer as you were all angry all the time, and you don't imagine yourself in an act with politicians and maybe.
Yeah, see, they kept asking me, so how you feel about that? I'm like, you know, it's kind of weird because usually they give that honor to, like you said, politicians or philanthropists, people that.
Yeah, diplomats. You know?
Yeah, someone that has done something for the community or for the city, and then they you know, there was one woman there that told me that they're really proud of me. And that what I do when I'm out and about, and you know, and I wear the soccer jersey, or when I do stuff like that, that makes them proud. You know what I mean? So they felt they needed to give this to me because I do that a lot. You know what I mean? No matter where I am, I'm always sporting the Chilean jersey or something about Chile is with me, and I always announce it or say something. So they were really proud of that. They said that because it symbolizes the culture, but it also makes them proud because not only am I from Chile, but I'm from this little town from the coast. You know what I mean? And I'm making it a world-renowned place. You know, everybody knows Viña because Tom was from there. You know what I mean? So that kind of makes them proud. And I thought that was kind of neat. You know what I mean? I felt awkward receiving it, but you know, it's like, you know, it's just really cool. You know, my father helped put that city together. You know what I mean? Yeah. There was because there's little areas in that city, and my dad helped develop a certain part of it before he left. So it was kind of cool.
Cool. And it's also funny because one thinks of Slayer music, and especially the lyrics, and it's like it's weird. It's like violence, anti-system, anti-God. You don't picture that in an official act, you know.
Well, you know, they gave it. I received it as an artist, an entertainer, and that's how they presented it to me.
Cool, but it's cool how the world changed regarding that, because you had the PMRC back in the day.
Yeah.
Your songs would be banned.
Yeah, you're right. I have to agree with you. That's a big change in attitude. About, you know, I mean, because now they look at it more as, like I said, artistic culture, part of the artistic culture of Chile. You know what I mean? And I guess because there's a lot of metal bands now that are popping up in Chile, a lot of heavy metal bands. This black metal bands. It's pretty strange in a Catholic country, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Well, the same thing with you being Catholic and singing that lyrics.
Yeah.
You know, you have to really get the artistic sense of it all, because if not, you will go crazy.
Yeah. And you know, and I have to agree, it seems to be more acceptable now, and like they understand it. They understand its artistic value as opposed to, oh, don't be doing that. So it's kind of cool.
And it also heavy metal developed like some funny side. You know, I think you must have seen the video on on YouTube that was like a viral thing of the Slayer kid. This fan of Slayer, that's really a big fan of Slayer, that it's in a YouTube video that had 1 million hits, shouting Slayer, Slayer, and it went like all over the world.
Really?
And the Slayer fans got really associated with this image of a crazy metal head. And you have to agree with me that your fans are like a little more hot, maybe than...
Just a little, un poquito. Yeah, they're a little crazy.